Hi guys, it's Simone here at Everliza Rose. I would just thought I'm on a quick break from my day job. Sorry for the red face, I just noticed it really red. Partly the light, partly I've just run up some stairs. Anyway, I thought I'd give you a quick demonstration on distressing. Some of you might have seen the other video that I did where I was painting this pine chest of drawers. So I thought I would give you a quick demonstration of distressing and the difference between buffing and not buffing. So in the last video you would have seen me painting it in Everlong Vintage. So I finished painting the whole piece and then I did a quick coat in the Everlong Earl Grey on top of the Vintage because I was looking to get that two-toned colour effect. So I completed that, and then what I've done is, if you can see behind me, so this top one has been painted in the Earl Grey, and then this bottom one, so that one's been buffed and this one hasn't been buffed. So you can see there is a colour difference. So when using Everlong paint you don't have to buff it. I do, just because I think it gives a little bit more protection to the piece. And it brings out that nice shine and that waxy look that a lot of people are after. So I'll give you a quick of a close-up. So let me just bear with me. Right. Hopefully, right now, oh, there you are. You can see. So excuse the mess in my house. So can you see here in the light? I can angle my phone. How that's like shiny in the light. Can you see that? And on this one, it's got like a matte finish. So if you can kind of get two in the same picture. So buffed, unbuffed. So you can see shiny, not shiny. And then you can also see that I've distressed. You see along here. So the level of distressing is a totally personal thing. Some people like a lot of distressing. Some people don't like any distressing. So it's really up to you what you prefer. So I've got this piece here. So this is just, excuse the mess, this is what happens when you work. So, and I use 120 grit sandpaper, and I also use, let me find, sorry for wobbling around there, 180 grit sandpaper. This one's been used. But, so yeah, I buy it on rolls, just because I get through so much, just from B&Q actually. So I just grab my sandpaper. Sorry, I'm trying to do this one-handed, so you have to bear with me. Just right. Grab your sandpaper and you literally, and then I blow it. So yeah, you can see here, and then I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's the hint of white coming through. It's a really subtle effect. I'll do it again over here. Can you see? Just a really subtle distressing. And when you distress, I always distress along the edges, so where things would naturally, if you owned it, you know, if you hadn't been freshly painted, where would it have got knocked, bashed? See there how it's just popping through the white. Sorry, yeah, and here, and I will just. Can you see that? Yeah, so when I distress, it really is like a personal thing. Some people like really heavy distressing, some people like not very much distressing. And then to buff it, I just use one of these sponges. So just use the cheap scrubby brushes. And you can use this side, that brings out the wax. And it is really, sorry if you feel seasick, I have to hold the phone in one hand. I am live, so if anyone has any questions, feel free to write in the comments, and I will try to answer them as best I can. I'll see if I can. No. Right. And I'm trying to see if you can see that shine that's just popping up. Can you see there? There you go. That's the shine here. So you can see where I've just buffed that and it's brought out the shine in the paint. See, here is not buffed, here is buffed. It really is that simple. And when you're doing a chest of drawers, this is all you need. You don't really need it to be, use the sealer. See there? Oh, it's my phone going. Sorry, ignore my phone. I'm just going to hang that up actually. No. Shut my door so you don't have to hear it. Anyway, ignore my phone in the background. It's probably a cold cooler. What is it with cold coolers? Anyway, so it's freeze them live, see? Live people wouldn't have got their phone ringing in the middle of their video. Yeah, you can see. Oh, there we go. The buffing and distressing. I'll do another little bit of distressing on this end so you can see it. So, just, it always has been painted. This is Earl Grey. Oops, I'm trying to do this one-handed. It's quite hard, it turns out. Yeah, so you can just see here. And then you can see here with the white, how the white's coming through. It's really subtle. I like that. Some people don't like that. It's really up to you. And then up here you can see really clearly this is and it really is a case of just using the sponge and buffing it up. See? Oh, how many coats of top colour paint? So on this piece, I coated it twice. I did one coat of the vintage underneath because I didn't really want a lot of white coming through, and I used 2 coats of Earl Grey. I could have got away with just one. One would have been fine. But I prefer when I sand to try and get some of the brush marks out, and I don't like the white showing up. So I used 2, but you could get away with 1. Yeah, it's a great question. If I show you this again, you can see how it does change the colour when you buff. It's the same as when you wax. So when you wax, the same thing will happen. And then for the top of this unit, I will use the 1 coat sealer. And just because on a tabletop, you want it to be scrubbable, you want it to be a bit more durable. And then if I try and get my phone here, you can see there the shine. So no shine, shine. And I love these draw knobs, by the way. They're like my absolute favourite. And the Earl Grey's got really great coverage, actually. So you can see where here there's a bit more white coming through on the distressing. That's just the look I was going for. You don't have to do it that heavy. It's really up to you. I'll show you the buffing again if you've only just joined us. Hi, if you've just joined us. I will show you a bit more distressing again in case you missed it. So I'm using a P120 grit sandpaper. I also use, that 180 if I don't want it to be as harsh. If you use like a P80 or a P60, sometimes it's just too much. Sorry. So, this it. It's quite hard to sand one-handed, by the way. Yeah, so that's it. And then you can kind of just go along like that. To get, sorry if I just wobbled you around there. To get some distressing, and then I'll just do a bit more buffing at this end. It's elbow grease, to be honest. Sometimes if I'm feeling lazy, I will use this side of the sponge to sand and like take the edges off. because it also, if you press quite hard, it will also work. But most of the time I just use this side. It's elbow grease. You'll get fit, no more bingo wings. Yeah, so hopefully you can see that shine. Yeah. Gorgeous. Anyway, if any of you have any questions, leave the comments in the bottom of the box and I will try my best to answer them. Obviously this is live, so any questions, if you're watching this video in the future, so not at lunchtime on a Wednesday, I will answer them in the comments. So red-faced. That's what you get from sanding and buffing. Cool. Any messages? Let me know. I hope this was really useful. Yeah, great. See you later. Bye.